Man, Paul, has spent 60 years living in an iron lung. His entire body below the head is paralyzed. Paul is known as the last iron lung person in the world. The term iron lung person refers to children who contracted polio in 1916 and underwent iron lung surgery. Despite the success of the surgery, those who underwent it lost their freedom for a lifetime. This large machine regularly changes the pressure inside the tank to help the patient breathe. However, if there's a power outage, the consequences would be unimaginable. At the age of 6, on a seemingly ordinary afternoon, Paul suddenly found that his limbs couldn't move. He immediately called for his mother. When Paul was brought to the hospital by his mother, the doctors said there was no cure. If the situation persisted, Paul's life would be in jeopardy. Ultimately, Paul's parents unanimously decided to perform a tracheotomy on him. After the surgery, Paul woke up to find himself lying in a large iron tank. Since then, he completely lost the freedom of movement. Unfortunately, shortly after his surgery, a cure for polio was developed. As the last iron lung person in the world, Paul lived with enthusiasm for almost 70 years. His daily life was repetitive and monotonous, but he always found joy in the midst of suffering. In the morning, after waking up, professional caregivers helped him with facial cleansing and assisted him in having breakfast, as his limbs were not convenient for movement. After eating, Paul usually had a drink of water and then started his day's work. Although he had been doing everything inside the iron lung for 60 years, he never felt inferior or lost confidence in life. Through self-study, he successfully obtained a college degree and earned a law license at the age of 40. He retired at 60 and began to receive a pension, living a life of rest. To document his life and inspire others facing darkness, he wrote an autobiography on a computer with a pen tied to a string. Besides writing, Paul also loved painting. Despite the unjust fate, he achieved extraordinary success with determination beyond ordinary people. If you're facing setbacks in your life, it's worth learning about Paul's story.